to awesome, upgrade. If your energy drink isn't getting it done or you're just ready for more, upgrade to Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy. Drink it in seconds. Feel it in minutes. Last for hours. Try it once and you'll know why we say upgrade to awesome. Upgrade to Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy. For more information, see 5hourenergy.com.
WTMM Mechanicville, a Town Square media station.
Hi, this is Mark Kessinger from ESPN Radio. Gilderland, New York, my town. When I'm in town, I like to listen to 104.5 The Team.
It is Goz here with you with the Capital Region Sports Update. It's Levack and I.
Do diddly poo.
You're hearing us now because the New York Yankees have been postponed. The game against the Kansas City Royals has been rescheduled for Monday, September 25th. Time still not determined. So if you got your calendar set, can't tell you what the time. Sorry about that. But you will get Yankees tomorrow. They take on the Oakland Athletics at Yankee Stadium. Our coverage starts at 6:25. First pitch tomorrow set for 7:05. But tonight, don't you worry, some good sports on the way for you. Hockey, Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Ottawa Senators take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Puck drops at 8 o'clock, and you're going to be able to hear a few Stanley Cup games this year right here on 104.5 The Team. For that coverage, check out 1045theteam.com. Right now, a blog is up. You can check it out and find out some of the games we're going to be covering in May. And also coming up tonight right here on 104.5 The Team, it is Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals in the NBA. It's the Boston Celtics hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers win this one. They will advance to the NBA Finals to take on the Golden State Warriors. Our coverage starts at 7:30. Tip-off set for 8:30. Those are some good things. Well, socially awkward media, it's hard to describe. We'll get to it next here on The Team.
And now, it's time for Socially Awkward Media with Levack and Goz. Awkward on 104.5 The Team.
Socially Awkward Media, it is a great time. You tweeted us all week long, whether it be at 104.5 The Team, at the Jeff Levack, at Tom Goz, TOMGOZZ. We save them, and then we all enjoy them every Thursday at 4 o'clock.
That's right. So let's get into it right now. We'll start with Ryan, who tweeted this in. Shaq and Barkley on TNT next year after tonight's horrendous post-game show.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun. They hated each other, man. It was, Barkley. All right, so Shaq starts the argument by saying Barkley doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me see. Do I have the?
It may have been in yesterday's.
I got it right here. Here, let's do the fight real quick for the fun of it.
Mess around, Chuck. You have no idea what we're talking about because
it's a real must-win for Boston
because you've only been to the finals once. So
I wasn't riding on Dwayne Wade's and Kobe's coattails.
Doesn't matter, Chuck. I got the same thing you got, and I passed you up 10 years.
Just letting you know. If I've been riding on Kobe's coattails, Dwayne Wade's, and Alonzo Mourning's too. I forgot about
that. Must win for those guys.
And Rick Fox.
People question why you're in the Hall of Fame anyway.
I would say this, Shaq.
No,
why did that get so personal when we're talking about Game 5?
No, because Chuck always interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, Chuck. I'm going to punch you right in your face.
Yeah. So that's just a little piece of how much fun was being had between those two.
By the way, the question was, Ernie Johnson asked, is Game 5 a must-win for Cleveland? That was the question.
And listen, just hearing that question makes me want to punch you in the face, guys. You've never been to a finals. You don't even belong in the Hall of Fame, bum.
Please don't punch me. Coach Will Brown tweeted it. Coach Will Brown said this: the NBA can't even hold an MVP show without involving LeBron. # foolish.
Coach Will Brown knows his stuff. I mean, that's the most understated way to put it, because it is. LeBron James is the best player on the planet. Hands down. Done. Conversation over. You know why the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to beat the Golden State Warriors in the finals? LeBron James. That's my, until he's not LeBron James anymore, LeBron James is the MVP.
Jamal tweeted at Will Brown after he tweeted that and said they should let LeBron host the show and give out the MVP.
It should be the LeBron James Award. If he's not going to win it, name it after him.
By the way, already reporters are digging for headlines tonight and storylines involving Cavs and Celtics, which you can hear again, 7:30 our coverage starts, that they think LeBron sounded under the weather during the media session.
Here we go.
They sounded under the weather. Robert wrote this in, Judge's Chambers is awesome. There isn't any pressure at all on Aaron Judge.
I think you're half right. and half wrong. It is awesome. That's the right part. And I think there's a ton of pressure on Aaron Judge. He's just enjoying it right now. Like, nothing feels better than coming through under pressure. When you feel all the pressure from everybody and you produce, that's an awesome feeling. Nothing feels worse than having all that pressure on you and failing.
That's right. When you have a whole steering section going for you, wanting you to have success, it's a little bit of pressure. It's true.
Oh, it's definitely pressure.
No matter what level of sports it is. Hey, some people feel pressure when a family goes to their game in the Little League. It can be anybody has a little bit of pressure when you know people are watching you, and that's okay. The judges' chambers, if they don't force people into it, I'm cool with that. If it's just going to be people volunteering and buying tickets and signing up to do that, cool, that's fine. I just am against forced things in sports. Like CJ wrote in, #ban the wave. I think sometimes the wave, if you have a funny person doing it, that can be okay. But if you're telling me to do the wave, like you're an employee of the team you're watching, I'm not doing the wave. Okay, I'm not doing it.
I think the wave is really subtle aerobics. I think that's what it is. It's a way to get fat fans like myself to stand up and move around a little bit.
Could you imagine you told your doctor that I did the wave over the weekend?
Yeah.
So what were you doing?
I got it 4 times during a 4-hour game, sir.
One time I actually lifted my arm during it, too. I just didn't stand up.
I even put the hot dog down. Well, I finished eating it, actually.
Dennis tweeted this in. Dennis said, I never agree with Goz, but this time I have to unfortunately agree with him about Gleyber Torres. Thanks, I think, Dennis.
Yeah, he doesn't want Torres to come up. He doesn't want to cost any of that controllable contract. He's going to come up. Don't worry about it. Get over it and get used to it. Buster only joins us 5:15. I'm sure he'll have some opinion on it as well.
I wonder if the plans have changed. I wonder if you really get like the truth sermon Brian Cash when he says, okay, what do you think the record's going to be in 2017? Will Torres come up? Is that your plan? And then things changed because of how well the Yankees have been playing. That window of opportunity was supposed to start in 2018, and all of a sudden it opened up a little quicker than they thought.
I think, and the fact that he's moving up through the system as fast as he is.
By the way, Dennis's handle is @StopHatingSoMuch. @StopHatingSoMuch.
Good for that's a good handle. I like that one.
Paul wrote this in. Would Goz hug an old person?
The answer is no. We found out that Goz hates old people more than we thought, and would not just randomly hug an old person.
That is, I cannot believe how much that was taken out of context. It was, you asked me a question, if an old lady had a beard, would I randomly hug her in the street? I
didn't say that. I was saying an old lady comes up to you.
With a beard.
Or, most of them have them. And she goes, oh, Gozzy Bear, give me a squeeze. And you said you'd walk to the other side of the road.
I would be concerned. You know what? I'll own it. If an old lady with a beard tried to hug me who I didn't know, I would not hug her back.
So if she doesn't have the beard, you'll hug her.
Probably not still.
See?
Old people smell sometimes, man.
Goz hates old people.
Vince wrote this in. Vince wrote, I hate the Jets, but I'm hoping Christian Hackenberg, becomes the next Kerry Collins.
Kerry Collins did play in Super Bowl.
Did.
Yeah. All right, okay.
I don't know if Vince meant his actual quarterbacking ability or his drinking ability, which, again, Kerry Collins had some issues. Right.
Issues. Kerry Collins had that one great interview when he was in Carolina where he had the cigar hanging out of his mouth and they're interviewing him and he's just like, you can just tell he gave zero. You know what I mean?
Didn't care at all. Now,
None.
Maybe he thought that Christian Hackenberg, like maybe a younger Kerry Collins, was good at a game called beer pong. We have someone from Penn State who covered Christian Hackenberg, our old pal Bryce.
Yeah.
Bryce wrote in, I can confirm Christian Hackenberg has great accuracy. I don't know if he meant about the NFL field or beer pong. I think he meant beer pong.
Beer pong.
I think he meant beer pong. Monty wrote this in, y'all need a driver for the show talent? Forget Uber. I got this. For you and I, drivers to the show.
I feel like Monty may drive slower than you. I feel like that's a thing. I don't remember exactly.
So I'd be the worst of all time, Uber driver?
I think he would be the worst of all time. But you would be pretty terrible.
I'm trying to get my friend to be an Uber driver, and he is all about it. He thinks it's like the greatest thing ever. I go, your opening line every time has to be, so how about that election, huh? It's get a stars that way, I think. No,
didn't that happen to us in Houston?
Yeah,
it was a taxi driver who just instantly started telling me how much he hated Donald Trump.
Everybody, right? No matter who it is, like whoever taxi driver you have, Uber driver, they're coming out of the gates with politics. No matter what it is, no matter who they're from or what they support, coming out of the gates with it.
Because being in a stranger's car in a strange town isn't awkward enough. Let's talk politics.
Denise wrote this in. She saw the post about my former roommate, Kyle, being a contestant on The Bachelorette. He also was voted off episode 1. Shh. Don't tell your dad this is a thing. He doesn't qualify. As you know, my dad had already been on Live with Kelly. He thought he might have tried to pull off being a contestant at 58 years old on The Bachelorette. Yeah, I'm just going to move on from that. I don't think...
I vote for him.
You'd vote for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Survivor I feel like your dad would make it interesting.
I think so, too. Get him on Survivor. Get him on Big Brother.
He wants on Survivor in the worst.
He really does. Corey wrote this in. Corey with a K, by the way. Corey with a K.
Pretty much.
You know it will be a matter of time. Odell Beckham Jr. will be on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I think that's right. If Dancing with the Stars is still available when he's got that kind of free time, he's not busy with Johnny Manziel and Kick-Asso.
I'm willing to say he'd be the biggest winner of any sports athlete ever because he can dance. He's doing all those dances in the end zone.
Allegedly.
I think he can dance, man.
Yeah,
Two more for you here. Jimmy wrote this in. This was when you were off on Monday. With Stranger Things, I feel like it's okay to brag about season 1. It's so good that I feel like people will still want to talk about it, plus season 2 is that good. Do you feel that good about Stranger Things season 1?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, it's an homage to like a million different horror movies and shows and stuff, and it really made me smile about my childhood. I liked it a lot.
I like Stranger Things on Netflix. I like Orange is the New Black on Netflix, which is coming out this summer, but my show on Netflix comes out next week. House of Cards, baby.
Oh, is it next week?
Tuesday, House of Cards.
Wow.
President Frank Underwood, baby. Get ready for that show. Last one here. Michael wrote this in when we were talking about shows I was binging on. Quote, I thought it would be Pretty Little Liars with the hashtag Woodsburn on Goz. Woods thought I'd be a fan of Pretty Little Liars, and Michael wanted to start the new hashtag Woodsburn. When Woods gets you and I with a burn, the Woods burn. You get like the play on words there.
Probably be the most underused hashtag in the history of the internet, but I don't hate that. I'm in. Let's do that.
Nice little catchy thing there. Again, that's socially awkward media.
I got one. Okay. I got a famous one.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So don't ask me why, because I don't remember doing it, but apparently I follow Jenna Jameson on Twitter, and somebody tweets to her, your disgusting, brainwashed views make you so ugly you need more tattoos. And then this person goes into some anti-Jewish stuff that I'm not even going to bother reading. All she writes back is your. She corrected because he used the Y-O-U-R, so she did the Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
That is the ultimate comeback on social media. I love that. Good for her.
Like, you just got outsmarted by Jenna Jameson. Sit in the corner and shut up, sir. You are done.
You can always be a part of our show. It doesn't even have to be Thursdays. It can be day or night. Social media is open to you for you to be a part of the show. Facebook.com/1045theteam, at 1045theteam on Twitter, at the Jeff Levack for Levack's account, and my account, at Tom Goz, TOMGOZZ. And the phones are always open as well, 476-1045.
Tell me if you heard this one before. The Yankees won and the Mets lost. Next. It's Levack for Pinnacle Roofing. Go to pinnacleroofinginc.com. You get a free estimate and get your new roof. I mean, this time of year with all the rainstorms and the nonsense, you see those ugly yellow spots on your ceiling getting bigger and bigger. That's water damage, my friend, and that is because you need a new roof. And that is where Pinnacle Roofing comes in. Pinnacle Roofing, great guys, meticulous. I deal closely with Bob. Bob is he's become a friend, because I was just so impressed with the way they do things that I recommend them all the time, and I'm hanging out with Bob on the phone a lot. So go to pinnacleroofinginc.com and get your roof taken care of today, whether it's just a quick repair, a full replacement, a new construction, whatever kind of roofing needs you have. Pinnacle Roofing is the group to go to because they just treat it like it's their own roof. Like I remember, I'm deathly afraid of heights. There's no way I would ever go near my roof. But Bob's sending me pictures of the stuff and going, hey man, here's the problem, here's this, here's that, and explaining it to me in details I understand. Go to pinnacleroofinginc.com, get your free estimate. Pinnacle Roofing, they've got you covered. Hey, Capital Region, get up, get out, and get into the great state of mind. Mine as in yours. Grab a Labatt Blue and get on board with getting on board. Hike Whiteface Mountain, cruise Lake George. Get up, get out, and grab your limited edition Labatt Blue Adirondack cans today. Get undomesticated. Beer. Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York. Always enjoy responsibly. Stock up on Labatt all summer long at Save More Beverage, Minogue's Beverage, and Glenville Beverage. Labatt Blue, get undomesticated.
It's your last chance to secure tickets for the 13th annual Mountain Jam. Tickets and camping are selling fast. Buy yours today at mountainjam.com because you don't want to miss Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Steve Miller Band, the String Cheese Incident, plus Peter Frampton